I die when men are like, single women today only want men for their bank accounts and their good looks.
This is just your daily reminder that every man is a loser until proven otherwise.
If you do not have money as a man, what is your worth?
Only healed men will marry the love of their life.
A healed man wouldn't even think about remarrying. He's already been through the ringer.
Since when did dating get complicated? Because it's not that hard. Just ask me to hang out.
As someone who's been single for a very long time, about 10 years, I will say it's really just the little things in life that get to me sometimes.
How come no one talks about how different it is to go from dating and...
What's happening to them right now is regret. Regret not marrying the good guy earlier on. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
The best thing about having a healthy relationship is when you have a bad day at work, you can actually be like, I can't wait to go home to my man. Because imagine being in a toxic relationship and you have a bad day at work and you're like, oh my god, now I gotta go home to this motherfucker.
Since when did dating get complicated? Because it's not that hard. Just ask me to hang out and then boom, problem solved. I don't know why everyone's being all weenie and why everybody's just all lustful. It shouldn't be that hard.
Does somebody want to skip the whole 2 to 4 year dating process and just get married? You covered the house. Give me a house, I'll make it a home. You buy me the groceries. Give me the money, buy the groceries. I'll give you a meal. Whatever meal you want, anytime you want it, it will be there, hot and ready. Give me the kids, I'll take care of the... does anybody just want to do that? I'm just tired of this whole... You know what I'm saying? I don't even have words to express how... Ugh. Anybody? Okay. Nobody? Okay, fine.
That proposition would have been a lot more appealing to a lot of men if this were the 1980s when women were actually women. But this isn't 1980, and most men today aren't even interested in that traditional lifestyle anymore. Men today see marriage as a risk, not a reward. The kind of lifestyle she's describing is something women have mostly pushed away. The thing is, when a woman is suddenly ready to be married, she's really saying, I want to be taken care of now. It's really about convenience. It's almost like they expect men to come in and fix the mess they created from their strong and independent phase. And that's where a lot of men have checked out. They can see through it. They know that what she's offering isn't partnership, it's dependency dressed up as love. And men today aren't falling for it anymore.
There is an epidemic of ugly women online complaining that men are not handsome enough for them.
We are living through a chopped man epidemic. It's 7:17 and I'm still like, oh my god. And I feel like this is going to power me through my evening. Wow, I actually saw an attractive man today. Diamond in the rough, needle in the haystack. Seriously.
Right. She comes on here talking about a chopped man epidemic looking like that. What the hell is going on? Is nobody telling these women that they're ugly?
If you do not have money as a man, what is your worth?
Are they actually trying to imply that unless a man has a certain amount of money, that he doesn't have any basic value as a person? Unfortunately, a lot of individuals, namely a lot of women that seem to have this opinion, seem to forget that every single person is valuable and has value.
And I'm asking this as a genuine question.
And that is the saddest part.
Women literally hold the portal to life between our legs, and whether we decide to use it or not, or have the ability to use it or not, it's still there, and that's why women will always be worth what we are.
Some women really seem to like to forget that in order for that portal to life to actually produce life, they actually need the contribution of a man. Otherwise, it's just an empty incubator.
But as a man, if you cannot protect your family, provide for your family, give abundance to your family of wealth and happiness, what are you worth?
Do you think they realize that there are actually places in this world where everyone lives in extreme poverty, and providing for a family and providing luxury is something that many individuals actually dream of? But then again, there are those out there that actually think that a person's worth is ultimately dependent on what they can do for another person. Unfortunately, a lot of individuals don't see the inherent value that every single person has.
If you do not have money as a man, what is your worth? Imagine if a man were to say, if you're not a virgin or if you have a high body count, you have no worth. There would be outrage. he'd be labeled controlling, insecure, or misogynistic. Yet when women reduce a man's entire value down to his income, status, or lifestyle, society stays silent. No one calls that out as shallow or demeaning. It's the same double standard that's been playing out for decades. Men are expected to bring everything to the table: money, stability, protection, and emotional strength, while being told they should expect nothing in return but love. But love without respect, appreciation, or reciprocity isn't love at all. Any woman who measures a man's worth based on his income is a leecher, looking for a lifestyle she can't provide for herself.
Okay, I posted a video last week about going on a first date, and the amount of comments from men basically saying they didn't even feel like it was worth it anymore to go on first dates because they're scared of feeling creepy, they're scared of SA allegations, they don't really feel like women even like them, or most women just want, 6'3" millionaires, the top 1% of men. They feel like a lot of women just use them for a free meal or dinner or experience. And that genuinely made me so sad that most men would rather just stay inside and not even deal with it because it's not worth it to them anymore. It just made me think, us as women, maybe we need to take a step back and be like, okay, what's going on? Because the fact that men would rather stay in than go out on dates with us, it made me so sad.
Guys, I'm being so fucking serious. The next man that enters my life, he is required to take me out on 3 dates before he gets a sleepover and before he gets my clothes off. Okay, I'm being so fucking for real right now because here's the thing. As soon as you spend the night with a man, not even doing anything, they stop asking you out on dates. Then, once you sleep with them, they don't want anything to fucking do with you anymore, which, whatever. I'm tired of men sexualizing me and objectifying me. Yeah, I've made it very easy for them to do that in the past, but I'm done. I'm seriously fucking done. Hookup culture is fun for 5 minutes. I miss connection. I miss having feelings. I miss being yearned for. I miss yearning. I can't just keep getting obsessed with a man for a week or two and then moving on to the next one. It's too exhausting, and it's honestly mentally draining. So seriously, the next guy that enters my life, he has to take me on 3 dates. Not sleepovers, not hangouts at his apartment. He has to take me to in-person public activity dates, whether it's dinner, whether it's going on a walk, something. I am tired of a man being like, let's go on 1 date, and then you can come over, and you can just come over every time you want to hang out. No. What happened to romance? I want romance! Anyways, celibacy era is going great so far. So good.
Well, men aren't sexualizing you if you're letting them smash on the first date, lady. You're just spreading your legs. Even she said hookup culture is fun for 5 minutes and then she misses connection. What she's really saying is that she's been ran through and now she's looking for a man to take the leftovers seriously. But that's the thing. Once you've lived that lifestyle, you can't just flip the switch and expect men to forget it. Men see through that. They know when a woman has spent years chasing fun instead of building real connection. Men today are tired of being treated like consolation prizes after women have finished exploring their options. You can't spend years chasing excitement, then suddenly expect to be rewarded with commitment. That's not how it works. Men want women who value themselves, not women who try to value themselves after giving it up to many guys.
Oh my God, I seem to have pissed off the really little babies on here, the men who can't understand what a high maintenance woman is. And I'll tell you why they can't understand it. Oh, let me tell them. You can't understand what a high maintenance woman is because look at yourself. You probably don't get a haircut every 2 weeks. You don't keep yourself cleaned. You don't go to a gym. You don't take care of your body. You don't take care of your mental health. You don't do any of that shit. And you expect women to be okay with the bare minimum. There are women like me who are not going to accept that. And you call us high maintenance because we are. Because we want to go on a nice date. Because a date for us is not Applebee's 2-for-1 appetizers. No shade on Applebee's. But that's not what I consider a date. And if I'm not okay with that, then that's my choice. That's not your choice. Stick to the women who don't care if you shower, if you do any of that shit. That's not me. Okay? So if I have seemed to piss you off or triggered you because you can't understand what a high maintenance woman is, turn around, look in the mirror, and ask yourself why.
Every man that I've gone on dates with that has been a masculine energy man, he's secure, he's confident, he's financially successful, they never ask me about my work, my job, my career. They don't ask me at all. They don't care. They don't care if I'm CEO or if I'm working minimum wage. They do not care. They maybe around date 3 will maybe be like, what do you do? And it's more like just kind of curious as far as like getting to know me. And it's usually like, do you like what you do? Do you like your job? Do you like what you do every day? But they're not asking very specific questions. It's more like, what time are you done with work so I can take you out? Those are the kinds of questions those men ask me. But then the insecure men who are not in their masculine energy, they bombard me with questions about my job. They want to ask me so many questions. At one point, I was like, should I just tell you what my salary is? Jeez.
What sense does that make? You're on a date with a man and you're offended because he's asking you about your job and you call him insecure. Her argument is that masculine men don't ask her about her job. But if that's the case, why isn't she with any of these supposedly masculine men? The logic doesn't add up. The idea that a man asking about your job means he's insecure is ridiculous. It's a first date. He's getting to know you, trying to see who you are beyond your looks. Asking about your job isn't interrogation, it's conversation. It doesn't mean he cares about your income. It just means he's engaging like a normal adult. But this is the problem with modern dating. Too many women take offense to basic questions because they're used to validation, not genuine interest. They claim they want a man to see their substance. But when a man actually shows curiosity about their life, they call it insecurity or control.
And it wasn't terrible, it was fine. But I need to talk about this epidemic of men not eating on first dates. I'm not understanding it, and it keeps happening over and over again for me, and I don't understand why.
It's expensive. Very expensive. I think a lot of us ladies forget that these men aren't just taking us out on one date and that's it. He has to take out lots of women to potentially even get a girlfriend. If he goes out on just 20 dates, and each date is $30, which that's enough for what? Fast food, if that? Which most women wouldn't even be impressed by that to begin with. That's still $600. If he spends $60, which would be maybe, a casual restaurant, Chili's or something. I mean, that's if you guys are being careful, which some women aren't. They just order the most expensive thing off the menu. That's $1,200 for 20 dates. And I mean, this doesn't include any extra dates he might take each individual woman. Like, he takes you out to dinner the first date, and then he takes you to a museum the second date. Whether or not you continue going out on dates with him, it adds up quick. So some men might even, eat some ramen noodles and then take you out. I know of a lot of men who will eat before a date, even if they do take her out to dinner, just so they can order something small like an appetizer for themselves, and then they're good and they don't have to worry about being hungry the rest of the date. And I mean, if you're hungry on the date, you guys are doing trivia and they're offering food, why can't you order an appetizer that both of you guys can share? A lot of men are just flat out exhausted. They've done this over and over again just to find that great woman that they want to be with. And then also these days we're taught to not even appreciate the effort men put into these dates. That he doesn't even deserve a thank you. Or that you should demand more. So a lot of men, they feel like no matter what they do, it won't be good enough. If he does take you out to a nice dinner, you're probably going to end up not liking him. You're going to ghost him after the date. He's out whatever it costed. And that's it. We treat men taking us out like it's worth nothing. I think if we spent more time appreciating it and being grateful, even if he ends up not being a good fit, more men would want to do it.
Well, she's right. Men are eating out on dates less because it's expensive. And honestly, can you blame them? The dating scene today feels more like a financial trap than a genuine connection. Too many women go into dates with the mindset that they deserve the best restaurant, the most expensive meal, and the red carpet treatment, all while knowing they're going to ghost the guy afterward. And for some men, the way they see it is simple. If this date doesn't work out, they might as well save that money for the next woman. Because unless you're Chad or Tyrone, getting a woman's genuine interest in today's dating scene isn't easy. The average man doesn't have women lining up for him. He has to plan, spend, and hope. The woman sitting across from him isn't just there for a free dinner or an ego boost. Some men go on multiple dates, spend hundreds of dollars, and still end up with nothing. No connection, no second date, not even a text back. It's mentally and financially draining. That being said, the reality is, if you have to spend a lot of money to get her, she's not worth keeping.
Dating sucks. Modern dating is crap. The apps are terrible. I don't like men. Men are terrible. All of this. I've heard it all before. But that's not going to serve you. All of those negative thoughts, like, they're just not going to serve you. And I know that dating is hard. And in a nutshell, it's really hard because essentially there's so much that you just can't control. You can't control how communicative someone is. You can't make someone like you no matter how much you like them. Yeah, that makes it hard because there's so much ambiguity, uncertainty a lot of the time. But the thing is, if you shift focus on what you can control, your dating life is just going to get so much better. You're going to feel so much more calm, and you're going to really just focus on the things that you have control over. How communicative you are, what, standards that you bring to the table. So focusing on just really being the best version that you can be, being a partner that someone would be proud to have. So really just taking the time to look inward and think about, what are some things that I can work on to be a better partner, to be more attractive and appealing to someone for the long term. So just stop with the negativity. All I hear online is just the negativity around dating. And it's like, you know what? If it's so crappy to you, like, take a break, because you're just adding unnecessary negativity into something that is already so hard. So let me know your thoughts, and what is something that you have done during your dating phases of life that has helped you. I would love to know.
How does a woman take care of a man?
What do you mean?
How should a woman take care of a man?
She shouldn't have to.
At all?
No.
Then why should a man date a woman?
What kind of question is that?
Like, what value would you provide to a man?
What? That's a crazy question.
What do you mean?
You shouldn't have to provide some value to a man.
And what's the point of the relationship?
What value do they provide to us?
Protecting you, providing for you.
This is exactly why so many men are just done with dating. Because I have said this before, and I will say it again. A man is taught his entire life how to treat a woman. But a woman is taught her entire life how to be treated by a man, not how to treat a man. Ladies, if you want the benefits of a man, you need to put forth some amount of effort. It doesn't even need to be as much effort as him. It just needs to be something, because that is what indicates to a man that you're actually interested in him. And honestly, when one person is carrying all of the load of the relationship, well, how is that fun?
Amazing, isn't it? He asked her what value a woman should bring to a man, and she said, "That's a crazy question." But what's actually crazy is pretending that a relationship is supposed to be one-sided. This just shows how entitled some women have become. They expect men to bring everything to the table: money, stability, emotional strength, leadership, and protection, while they think simply existing is enough. If a man were to say, what value should a man bring to a woman, he'd have a whole list ready: love, loyalty, financial security, protection, consistency. But when the same question is flipped, suddenly it's offensive or crazy. That reaction tells you everything you need to know, because deep down, she knows she's not used to being held accountable for what she offers in return.